Throughout the 1970s and into the 80s, the German band Embryo was one of the most inclusive and culturally encompassing instrumental bands in all the world, drawing in exotic influences from all corners of the planet. And from their 1972 album, Father, Son, and Holy Ghosts, the track The Special Trip. Already we've got some really kind of guttural low bass work, and this being cut up by some, we'll see. Some really scratchy guitars in there. Instrument. Let's see if this is. Sort of a West African influence on this, but much more avant-garde than anything that was coming off that continent. What is that instrument? Two things I didn't recognize in these credits. The Bulbul Tarang, that's what I just sampled right there. And the Veena, a cute little stringed instrument of the from India. Let's see, do we get to hear, I brought up, oh, probably not on this track, that's the Veena. In case you didn't hear, this is the Bulbul Tarang. And this is the Veena. Kind of sitar-like. Now you hear that really scratchy guitar and the way that one weird sound is just circling around it and how the bass just kind of walked all the way up the key center. So far we've just been holding on to a real steady G tonality the whole time. Now what is that coming out of my right speaker? Kind of like a string, kind of a really fast-paced, frantic sound. There is violin credit on this, but that doesn't quite sound. This band has a way of manipulating their instruments, I suspect. Here's another track, King Insano. To say the bass line was giving me a sense of foreboding, and then that flute came in and tempered things, and then right after that, and then that kind of weird sound comes in, and it's like I'm getting sort of mixed moods here. I like the out of tune character when that one sound, that kind of bent sound, comes in and just disrupts everything. Slight pitch bending quality to it all, gives it sort of that hallucinogenic vibe. I'm trying to count this. it's hard to find like the start of the bar. Some really great, just like violin that's just kind of laying all these squiggly lines of sound over this like really tight rhythmic component that we've got going here. Yeah, that's the violin, kind of like. Got some flanging going on. I must not be the best at picking out time signatures. I guess the time signatures, whether they're like asymmetric or whether they're straightforward, whether they're waltz, whether they're compound, I have to. I don't know when they get syncopated or when it's hard to like pinpoint the. It just kept on going by me before I could really get. Well, beautiful in places, hypnotic in others, and a real racket at times, and just an intense, bumpy, unpredictable ride. That was Embryo with King Insano from their 1972 release, Father, Son, and Holy Ghosts. Yes, very adventurous band from Germany, pulling in all kinds of exotic influences and meshing them in this chaotic, oftentimes collision of sound and texture and tonality, atonality. Anyway, for more rubies and sapphires from the catalog of Embryo, see the directory of albums by German artists linked in the description below. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the two pieces we heard. If you were able to identify a couple of sounds that I couldn't quite pinpoint or figure out the source of, or if you were able to count some time signatures that we heard in this that I wasn't quite able to wrap my fingers around. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air travel tri-maximalist, signing off.